Hello, and welcome to the Lepherdcast. I'm Randy Lee.
I'm Michael Shepard.
And today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. No, we're not going to be doing something different. This is what we've always done. What we're still going to be doing. It's just me and Michael Shepard, because we couldn't find any other guests. The other guest that we had was a little bit sicky poo, and they were out on vacation, so it's kind of like a double negative. Okay, let's get started. Wait, hold up. Can you get your clock out, like you always do?
Absolutely, because I'm Michael Shepard, the one and only.
You just gotta tell us when to say start. Okay, so it's like, oh, I'm starting this in 3, 2, 1. Tell us your topic first.
Topic. Let's begin with our former school, Armio.
Armio. 3, 2, 1,
go. Okay. So as far as I'm concerned, I believe Armio is the worst high school around here. Is that correct?
I wouldn't say it's the worst. I'd say it's the best, depending on what type of program that you're in. Are you in any programs like the SPED program?
Will you look at that? No, not really.
Okay.
But
Continue. Continue.
okay, so as I was saying,
yeah.
I've always seen how Armio is always below other schools in both students. Well, not really in students. Like students are just like,
Students are better. The students here are better than other students in other schools in this area.
You think so?
Yes, I think they're much more athletically inclined, except for like Cordelia.
Well, athletic, yes. That's one point in favor for Armio. But like, for example, like I am Michael Shepard. I'm in junior LTC. And I went to a military ball once that was hosted by Fairfield.
Nice.
And then they asked me, Michael Shepard, where do you come from? And I said, oh, I'm from Armio. And they talk about like they talk to me like if I was a little kid in a shelter. Like they told me, Armio? Really? How do you survive that? And I was like, wow. I mean Armio, it may be bad.
It's never that bad though. The problem is, Fairfield High.
Like in your opinion, what do you think makes Armio bad?
I think what makes Armio bad, I'm gonna have to politely skip this question. I think what makes Armio, there's no avoiding it, huh? I think what makes Armio bad is its, I guess, placement or its age. It is a very, very old school. I think it's like the oldest in the district. Not only did it lack it had the funding. It was like there was $6 million acquitted to Rodriguez and Armio. Rodriguez didn't even exist. They wanted them to build it for $3 million, and they wanted to completely rebuild Armio for another $3 million. And Armio, without getting the funding, didn't get any changes. Well, Rodriguez got $6 million. They even went over budget. They spent $8 million on the entire campus. Like they revamped everything. They not only did they build a new school, but they made it top of the line for at least the time that it was. I believe like 2017, 2016, something like that. You know what I mean? It's just a shame because it's not really a matter of how we're doing academically. It's a matter of the state of our school as it has been. Like, we have all these different accolades from the past. Like, we got banners in our school streaming from either side of the gymnasium of just, like, straight years upon years of being undefeated. It's like 69, 70.
Cross-country champions are like 1946.
That's it. We got, like, 2 championships. It's pretty crazy. But other than that, it's like, we did good. We are very good of a school, but the problem is there's a lot of other places with 30 times more funding because we're an ancient school. Exactly. So it's hard for us to either stay afloat or even do better than others because we just, I guess, lack the apparent funding that we really needed back then.
You would imagine if it exploded.
Yeah, great.
We're gonna get kicked out of this library.
No way.
Buttermilk Ranch.
Buttermilk Ranch, yeah.
That's actually...
Okay, stay on subject.
Okay, stay on subject. If you were a teacher or any member of the staff and army, will we be happy to be there?
Well, that depends. Depends on how much degrees I had.
Let's think of Manny, the school monitor.
Manny, the school monitor. If I
Would you? Do you think he's happy being an army dealing?
So Manny's an old school monitor. For anyone who's unaware,
Yes.
it's like 60 something, right? He's a very good monitor. Problem is, he's kind of tired of it. He's tired of the bull.
Yes.
Of the
He
bull.
looks devastated.
He's 100% devastated. Hey, but he likes some of the students. If I were Manny, I'd be at least a little bit happier than being at Fairfield. Like one of the people at Fairfield was found with a loaded gun. There was a firing in the parking lot as well. What are you gonna do as a hall monitor there? Just watch?
Like actually, like generally, what will you do?
I don't know. Well, that's the end of that.
We're reaching 5 minutes.
Boom, 5 minutes on the dot.
Boom, 5 minutes on the clock.
If you want to continue, you can. If you don't want to continue, then we'll do another topic.
Do you have a topic?
I do have a topic.
Let's go ahead with it. Continue.
Okay, hold on. I had it in store. Oh yeah. Mexican cartels and their corruption across the government.
So as me, as shepherd,
Is Michael Shepard
Not
a
a
proud Latino?
me as Michael Shepard, born in the USA, not in Mexico, either immigrant or any sort. I believe that cartels are like a major issue in Mexico right now.
Mm.
Like the fact that you can go out on the streets and say, oh, I want to put like a little restaurant here.
Yeah.
And then you see a guy banging on your door saying, oh,
Protection.
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 That's actually very funny, but because that's what they say.
That's exactly what they say.
Yeah, but it's not.
Technically, it is protection from themselves.
Yes, which is very funny and terrifying.
Very terrifying. I'd like to say, have you ever heard of, if I'm not mistaken, it was the Sinaloa cartel. You know their origin?
Sinaloa?
Sinaloa, yeah, the Sinaloa cartel's origin.
Not really.
So,
Tell me about
they
it.
originated in Sinaloa, right?
Absolutely.
So,
Yes.
I believe it might have been the Sinaloas. I think it was the Sinaloas because they're like very prevalent, right? There was this special forces team in Mexico, and they were designed to try and it was like a counter cartel organization, like special forces, but just to take out gangs, right? They were completely fully trained. They could easily wipe out cartels because they had all the training, all the men, and all the firepower for it, and they were like this close to being fully like set out. But the thing was, they realized if we're this good at taking out cartels, why don't we just become a cartel? So every single important member of it, or all the main chiefs or captains of that like division of, I think it was just called like the counter cartel agency or whatever it was. They broke into a gang called the Sinaloas, and they were completely unstoppable. I mean, to this day, they're known as one of the most important gangs, one of the most prevalent, close to like what, Los Nortes, is that what it's called? The Northerners. Something like that. I think it might be a
Doesn't ring a bell,
yeah, something like that. There's like a few gangs now because a lot of them got a few cartels. A lot of them got either assimilated or just completely destroyed, or they're just very small and they take over small rural towns. But it's pretty crazy how the one chance that Mexico had to take out another cartel or every other cartel inside of its own country became a cartel because of the lack of protection.
Yes.
Continuing.
I want to add another thing. Have you ever heard of the Rancho Izaguirre?
Talking about that one guy? The old guy?
No, that's not the old guy.
Oh, okay, continue. I have not heard of it.
So, that happened recently, like months ago. So, there was a ranch in Mexico. I don't remember the place, pardon me. But it wasn't, obviously in Mexico.
Nailed it.
And and he worked as a recruiting side for the cartel.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people went there and they trained them and stuff. But the thing is, it wasn't voluntary. People got kidnapped and they got like, I don't know. They say like, so they got kidnapped because they offered jobs, like I don't know, like security guard and stuff, like to get paid like certain amount of money. And then they brought them to the Rancho Izaguirre. And then they got all their stuff, like they were kidnapped, like technically.
Just got robbed?
Yeah.
So what happened to them?
So they got trained, and whoever tried to escape, they killed them and stuff. That's normal for the cartel.
Normal, yeah. Standard.
And the thing is, it worked as a recruiting center.
Did it still recruit?
And no, I don't think so. And as like,
it's kind of like a prison for cartels.
no, not really. The thing is, they got rid of a lot of bodies by burning them.
Mm.
They had like furnaces, like big furnaces in there. And the thing is that the media has went there once. And like the president and all the like people in charge of like the government like talk about it.
We'll continue. It's fine.
Yeah,
Limited 5 minutes.
we're gonna continue with the 5 minutes. And they said that nothing much happened there because everything got cleaned up.
They got completely cleared. Oh,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
And
The furnaces.
like everything, like there was no sign of like either any bodies or anything. But then the thing is that actually the media was hiding all that, like with the government itself, because a group of mothers that like worked just to like search for their children that were lost.
Yeah.
Like they went there, like one day, and they found like it was a bunch of evidence that like a lot of people was disappeared there and stuff, and like they found a lot of shoes, clothes and stuff from people because like they were like literally put naked.
Stripped butt ass naked and
Yes.
forced to train.
Yes, exactly. And like just by the fact that it was being hidden by the media, by the news and stuff. It's just crazy how like corruption can get into a nation.
That's an insane action. Like that ranch is insane because I guess if you really want to count it as something, if they didn't have any clothes, it's either they worked naked or they were given uniforms. And if they were given uniforms,
Yes.
that'd mean that it was like they were trained in like special forces. No one could actually.
Oh yeah.
So it was like top secret.
That remembers me something that they were being trained with weapons and to disappear bodies. And,
so they were actually training as
they were
full
actually
special
them
forces.
to like get rid of bodies and all this stuff.
So they were trained to hide evidence, and they were killed if they were to ever breach the contract and leave.
Yes.
That's insane work. So that's like what the first ever seen incident of a special forces like training by the cartel.
I mean, it wasn't like a special forces training, but
It's something like that, dude. I mean, it's not like a normal cartel.
I mean,
training.
imagine you're just like any normal Mexican.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of money. There's not a lot of opportunities. You're searching for a job.
Yeah.
Oh, security guard. Like certain amount per week.
Yeah.
And then they tell you, oh, we're gonna get you a bus ticket, and then you go over here, and we give you the job and stuff and everything, and they get there, and they just like straight up tell you to get naked and to not say anything and to like provide all of your belongings.
This sounds like a little like an organization that did something in the 1930s to 40s.
Which is
Give them a train ticket to a camp where they concentrated, where they learned how to concentrate. They got them butt naked, made them keep all their stuff at the door, and then they burned them. It's like,
yeah, like
that's pretty crazy.
And the reason
I don't like.
and what is it like? One way that they kept all of the people like in there was fear and violence.
Because he shot anybody who tried to leave.
Yeah, and then
Were there
they
any
had
survivors?
wood planks, like straight up, and they hit him.
Were there any witnesses? Like people who made it out?
People that escaped. Yes, there was. Like all the people, like, they thought they were going to die, like all of them.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
So usually they became like absolute units, or they just died.
Yes.
It sounds a lot like what the Sinaloa cartel could probably do. It might have been
Any cartel at this point.
Well, yeah, but like special forces. I mean, if these people were trained the same tactics that the Sinaloas or the Sinaloa leaders were taught, I feel like it'd be such a more effective method of training them to become like what they were taught. That's why all the Sinaloa cartel's leaders are as powerful as they are, because they know people, or they know that cartels would try to attack them. They know how they're going to attack. So if they ever get attacked, they could just get out. Or if they ever get like planned on attacking, they can escape. They know a lot of these different tactics. That's how the Sinaloas became so like powerful. So I'm assuming they might just be handing out manuals to like different people to start up more recruitment agencies like that ranch. 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We can finish that topic right there. I
No.
believe.
3, 2, 1. Oh, that's 10 minutes on the dollar. 10, 11.
Almost. 11, Mike. So, what do we have next, Mr. Randy Michael?
Oh no, you're on next because I chose this one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. I could say, I can start talking about violence and how it has become way too normalized in the modern world.
Okay, I was about to say.
Violence.
Okay, violence in the modern world.
From fights in school to a nation living under fear of violence or anything. Just
I'm not gonna try it.
like just going to school with the fear that someone can beat your ass.
I think that's like a widespread misconception. Personally, I think that
Wow,
there's...
that's twice in a row.
They don't know. We'll pay into it later. Essentially, I think there is a lot of fear of violence, but the thing about it is, if there really was as much violence as we see online, then we'd live in such a shitty we'd live in a horrible world, right? But if you don't know, the one thing that news places love, or the motto that a lot of news stations like go by, or they're called by, violence sells, or crime sells. It's something like that. I mean, I think whoever's editing this, Roy Bauman, shout out to you. They can like show up exactly the motto of it, but it's the worst type of news. So like where you could see the left and the right, like Democrats and Republicans. If you see one person that's a Republican and they're going out and they're just punching people, right? They're gonna be like, oh my God, all Republicans are this bad. Because then there's 30 other videos of some random people. But it could be the same thing for Democrats, right? There's like one random Democrat that's going around, right? They're just throwing punches, right? And it's like a type of domino effect. I believe there's a game about that called We Become What We Behold.
Yes.
You take a picture of something and it's like,
yes,
this
I
person's
played that
fine.
game,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a very fun game. It's a lot of the news, because the only thing that sells, most importantly, is crime and danger. A lot of the things we're going to see online is crime and danger. And I'm assuming that's what gets the most clicks. So it's like, if you had to choose between, oh, cute puppy and kitten are cuddling together versus school shooting in Arizona, you're like, what the fuck? What?
Or
right?
school fight, North Dakota.
School fight, yeah, North Dakota or something like that. So you click it, and it's like, oh wow, that really sucks. That's a horrible thing that happened, right? But you clicked on that because who wants to see a kitty and a puppy, dude?
I want to see it.
Yeah, you want to
Is
see
there a
it.
problem with it?
But if you want to put,
my random meal.
if you want to, what? Bang it out, man. Come on,
Random
check
Michael.
it
Yes. Wow, that's 4.
Damn it. Dude, I got lucky in. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, I just wanted to like point out how
There's a lot of violence out in the modern internet.
and everywhere.
No, I wouldn't say everywhere. I'd say it's
What about
just
school?
school.
You can just get out your second period and some girl is gonna fight.
Well, yeah, but there's 2,000 kids in this school. 2,000 kids and 2 people are fighting.
Like
that's
like
literally
500 of them are gonna get around.
Yeah, 500, but not 500 people are fighting. If 2 people out of 2,000 are fighting, that's 1/1000th of the school.
Yes, you have a point there.
You got to realize that, right? So there's a 1 in 1,000 chance that someone's going to be fighting, right, at any time. And if that happens every single class period times 6, that's 6 1,000ths or whatever you call it, right? Or 6 2,000ths. I think it's guaranteed to happen in such a big school as Armia with about 2,000 to 2,500 students. It seems a lot more prevalent because people can be fighting a whole lot more, but it's not like you're out here fighting, right? It's not like every time you step out of class there's 2 people fighting. Maybe it's like once a week or twice a week. But then again, that's out of 6 chances every single day, or no, 7 chances every single day times 5 times 4, and then you just do that every single time of the week. It's like a percentage chance of something happening. It's guaranteed to go down. There's a lot of violence online too, I'll give it to that. But it's like a lot of it, like we become what we behold. I'm going to keep trailing back to that. There's a lot of violence that seems like it's very prevalent, even though it's not really as mainstream as we are led to believe. Continue. But what do you have to say? We got 15 seconds, 14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12 seconds.
So in your opinion, you don't think that violence has been normalized at all?
Oh, I think it's been normalized. I just don't think it's as mainstream as we are led to believe by a lot of newscasts and events at school. And that's the end of that.
Yes. Wow. You total.
You
made it.
There's 2.
You made it.
There's 2
you
made
it. Okay. So, what do you have next, Mister? Me. That's Michael Shepard.
Yeah, Michael Shepard.
Michael Shepard. What do you have to say?
I'm going to say differences in training strength versus endurance. So distance running versus hypertrophy.
So personally, as a person who exercises,
Does cross country.
I have done cross country. I have no much idea between those two. I just run.
Okay.
So
I do a little bit of running too, even though it doesn't look like it.
So go ahead, Mr. Randy.
Don't worry. Essentially, you haven't even started the timer, so I mean.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So the difference is, when I first started, like actually not being a fat butt or a fat. Someone, I'm not going to say the word anymore. I've already dropped too many F-bombs.
Formal person with high weight.
Okay, so there's 2 different. There's 2 different types, right? There's endurance, which is distance running, and strength, which is strength training or hypertrophy. There's a ton of different fields. You can do like strongman, weightlifting. You could do sprinting, medium distance, long distance, cross country, stuff like that, right? And the difference is when I ran in cross country with this guy, but nowhere near as active.
2 practices.
Yeah, 3 practices total throughout the entire year.
And 1 race.
One race. I had to go to a race. I didn't really know the difference until maybe a few days ago when I actually tried to do a deep dive into it. And I low-key thought that they were like the same. So it's like every time you'd work out at the gym, right? There's micro tears. I know that's completely wrong. Leave me alone, right?
Wait, there's no micro tears?
There's micro tears, but it's not the reason why it grows specifically. There's something much more complicated about it.
I've been lied.
Yeah, I've been lied to also. But it's not the sole reason. There's the trick to it is with bodybuilding or with strength training. Whenever you lift weights, whenever you like try to do anything like that, you know, you're doing back, chest, or you're doing legs, right? Glutes, yeah, a lot of. The only muscle you contributed was your ass.
All the protein
going
straight to your butt cheeks.
Yeah. So the trick to it, the problem is, I thought they were the same. So whenever I'd run, I'd be like, okay, I need plenty of rest, plenty of protein, stuff like that. Well, protein is important. It's nowhere near as important as carbs. When you're running, you got to watch out. There's 3 things you're training, right? You're training your aerobic capacity, your lactate threshold, and your VO2 max, right? Or aerobic floor, so like the base weight you can run. With all of those being trained, which I don't know the exact method that they're getting trained by. I think VO2 max is by going all out really fast, but like stopping every now and then, taking a break. Where you train lactate threshold by doing long runs for 30 to 40 minutes, or 30 to 50 minutes, honestly. And I believe you train your aerobic floor by just, I guess, we're doing both of those things, honestly. The trick to it, I keep saying the trick to it is, essentially, all it is that you can run as a runner 5 times a day, or 5 times a week, twice a day. You can do that all you want, twice a day for 5 days. You can even do it thrice a day. What you need to watch out for is carbs. Now, the thing is, when you're running, you don't have to worry about your muscles giving out as much as you have to worry about you giving out. The problem with running, you get fatigued. You get fatigued a lot, but you don't get muscle retention as much as you would get fatigued, because your body runs off of carbs. And when you use carbs, when you don't use carbs, right, you store more carbs. And as you run and you use carbs, you end up burning a lot of carbs, because your body's trying to keep you up and running, right? Because when you're lifting weights and stuff, your body has carbs. It's just slowly releasing them. But when you're running, you're consistently using carbs, whether it be in your lungs, it be in your abs, because every single time you breathe in and out, it's moving them, or it be in your legs, because your legs are like shutting down.
So I know it's like kind of different for the doctor, like as far as I'm concerned, don't you like use carbs for energy? Yeah. And then when those carbs run out, you start to use like
the ones
like
in your
fat.
reserve. Yeah.
Yes.
But that's much later.
Okay.
So it's like if you consistently are low on carbs, it uses fat as like a last resort. That's what fat is used for, right?
Okay.
Thing is, with bodybuilding, you go to the gym, right? Your muscles are used. They're very tired. So it involves muscle use, which means it's not really fatigue as much as it is usage. Right, so now your muscles are weaker because they got all the tears in them, right? All those tears will make it more difficult for you to go twice a day. Because if you go to the gym twice a day for 5 days a week, you'll actually start losing muscle mass, or you'll be able to recover much slower, and you'll feel worse and worse throughout the week. But with running, you consistently improve and get better, because it's not really a matter of recovery. It's a matter of fatigue and getting out of fatigue, or I guess recovering from fatigue. But fatigue is number 2. Number 1 that is training, but number 1 in bodybuilding or strength training is recovery. So training and recovery are both different parts that are first in strength training and second in endurance training.
And you personally, what will you think that which of the ones you said, which one is better to lose fat?
One is better to lose fat. I'd like to say running, easy.
Running?
Because if you,
yes.
There's a lot of things about it. Because if you want to strength train, and as you're strength training, you're training A, hard, and B, you're training with low carbs, it really makes your body use the carbs. But when you're running and you want to reduce carbs, if you're doing no carbs and you're running, you are so fatigued, it'll take much more willpower to actually try and climb out of that hole. Like if you're running every day, and you've limited your carbs to under 50 grams a day, which is like ketogenic diet or whatever it is. If you want to lower your carbs into it that crazy way, right, it might be over, right? If you want to lower your carbs and go to the strength training, right, it's much easier to do it that way than to keep your carbs up, your calories low, and run, because you're burning fat because your body needs to use the carbs in your body. There's 2 different ways to do it, but we're about a minute over.
So, you want to stop right there?
Yeah.
So, next topic. I'm not an expert on it. I am not very much into it. I don't know if it has been spoken yet. But Epstein. I just know that he had an island, and that he done very, very crimes related with other celebrities.
No. We're gonna get shot up, dude. We're gonna step out and get shot.
They're listening. They're watching. Wait, there's no cameras here.
I think there is. No, it's fine. Continue.
So, I just know he got caught. He went to jail.
Yeah.
And he auto-eliminated him.
Hung himself.
Which like at least 85% of like the population thinks is a
Not
total
true.
lie.
Completely wrong. Or maybe he didn't kill himself, or someone killed him.
So what I've heard is that Trump sent someone to kill him somehow. But the thing is, wasn't Epstein in like a high security
He was
jail?
in a high security jail, and he hung himself. Maybe.
So you're telling me high security jail, he has been monitored? I mean, like,
He was fully monitored,
He has
except for
been
the
fully
one blind
monitored.
spot inside of his cell.
yes, like it's totally impossible that anyone could do
Someone
that.
could have gone in and killed him.
Yes.
Unless there was a lot of high connections. Now, if you want to correlate his last name to a lot of other last names, Whoopi Goldberg,
Who is
Jeffrey Epstein, Stein. It's a very, very last name. A lot of theorists have correlated Jewish people to a secret organization ran by Israel or whatever it is. And a lot of people can either A, believe that he's in Israel right now, B, that he's on an island right now, or C, he actually did hang himself, D, the CIA did kill him. But if it were to be anyone, I don't think it would be Trump, because he was good friends with Trump. I feel like,
Yes.
if anything, he'd try to get him out instead of try to kill him.
You know what's crazy to me?
Hmm.
That someone like Trump, which was very close to Jeffrey Epstein, and most likely is on the list.
Probably.
Probably.
Not, though.
Do you believe this guy?
Hey, they're releasing it soon, dude.
Oh.
It's gonna release soon.
They're gonna release it like a whole
Lines,
page of
black
names
line.
in black.
Black, like,
But like, yeah, what is surprising to me is that someone so related to such a monster like Epstein, it's the president of the United States.
yeah, I guess that is pretty crazy. It's a little bit wild, but then again, you got to realize there was a lot of people that were friends with other people, and they didn't know that they were that bad. I mean, surely, one of the interviews he had with somebody on NBC was like, "Oh man, I love Epstein. That guy's a great guy, but I heard he likes him young." he dropped that in the middle of an interview.
Oh, really?
We both love girls, but he likes them a little bit on the younger side. I was like, what?
Legit?
Yeah,
He
that was,
said
like,
that?
that was like 2007.
Wow. I mean, like, for example, like, I know there's a lot of celebrities like on that list. I don't know, I think
I think a lot of modern politicians are going to be on it. There's no
Yes.
doubt in my mind from either side. Oh!
like, for example, I don't know, I love Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
I love
We're
his
going to get
movies.
shut, by the way. We're going to get yelled at in like 4
I
seconds.
love Forrest Gump, but I know that
A little bit quieter.
I love Forrest
We're going to
Gump.
get choked. No, you can talk a little bit louder, like room temperatures.
Room
Room
temperature?
temperature voice.
Oh, yes. Apologies. Like, for example,
Continue.
Tom Hanks, I love as an actor, but I know, like, he has been
Stephen
highlighted.
Hawking.
Yes, he has been highlighted as, like, a very bad person at times,
Tom Hanks, yeah.
and probably a
Leonardo
a PDF,
DiCaprio, probably.
most likely a PDF. But yeah, like, it's just crazy to me how Trump is the president, knowing that he was very related to Epstein and multiple crimes committed by him.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, like Kevin Hart was friends with Diddy, and we all love Kevin Hart.
Yeah, he's fine.
But do we love Diddy?
Diddy.
What is?
Wait.
So, continue.
Well, that's well, that's like another topic, like Diddy.
Yeah, Diddy's another topic.
You want to start that topic?
No, I'm chilling.
Shall I?
I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's 30 minutes, so we're good to end it off.
Okay.
Unless you want to continue, if you got another topic in your mind.
I mean, Diddy came out.
Not so. Yeah, honestly, Diddy, yeah, that guy's like a low tier pedophile.
Low tier.
Mid tier. Upper mid tier. Top tier was like Epstein.
How would you consider yourself as?
No.